Hello and welcome to today's League of Legends Roundup, where we cover the games that took place in the LCK and LPL this morning, as well as preview all four regions that are going to play tomorrow. I was able to fit it all on the board, which is pretty damn crazy. I don't know if I'm going to do this again. It probably looks like a complete and chaotic mess. 1 second, let me bring this microphone a bit closer. So, we have the LCK, LPL, and then all four major regions. So I've already said that. Couple little things I want to say. I want to thank everybody for subscribing to the channel that have over the last several months. I started this in spring, and as of last night, I officially can start monetizing, which I do appreciate. Everybody sticking with me because, it was a long grind all of spring. I didn't have many views. Thankfully, at MSI, CB Lull fans came in clutch, put me out there a bit in the algorithm, helped me out big time. Without them, who knows where I am. And then there was an influx of more subscribers a couple times this past couple weeks. I've had an influx of several with the roundups, which is nice because the roundups are definitely the core of the channel, coming up every day, daily content. Thank you for all the comments. Liking the videos, joining the Discord. We have quite a few people in Discord. I mean, I don't know how many, maybe 75 people already been to the Discord, which I think is cool. The couple people that have subscribed to the Patreon, I appreciate that as well. So thank you a lot. Hopefully this is the start of something. I know that I'm not going to be making any sort of money really in the beginning, but hopefully over time I can get enough money where I can upgrade from my HP Omen laptop that's like 6 years old to something better, another light, so I can move this damn camera so it's not at this angle all the time and look like shit. Stuff like that. Maybe the content gets less scuffed. I think that it is important to keep it a bit scuffed though, but that's just kind of the vibe I want to, I don't want to give a scuffed vibe, but I want to give a conversational, laid back vibe. So that's my news and notes for the day. So like I said, thank you for subscribing and liking the videos, commenting, and participating in this journey with me, and hope you continue. LCK, Gen G and Fred Brion start us off. Gen G moving on to 16-1, 2-0ing Fred Brion in what was a much tougher series than it should have been. Chovy going 9-4-17 with a team leading 30% of damage. Ruler 11-5-8 at 80 carry. Henna 6-3-4 for Fred Brion. Like, Fred Brion put up a really good fight. I think the K kill differential was only 10 in this series overall. Very, very close. Fred Brion were with Gen G for a very long time in game 2. T1 and Sandbox. Sandbox upset T1. Both teams in the top 11 of the power rankings. This is going to massively change the power rankings tomorrow, in my opinion. T1 now 14-3. Sandbox 11-6. Prince 21-0-10 with a team leading 35% of damage. Closer 6-1-16 in mid. Faker had the best score line, which was 3-6-6, and team leading 29% of damage. Honestly, T1 looked awful. Every player looked awful, and this is bad. Honestly, not to spoil my power rankings, but honestly, I don't know if they're going to be in the first column tomorrow. I really don't. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I have to give it some thought between now and then. Stars of the day in the LCK: Doran, Krakow, Chovy, Prince, and Kale. LPL, EDG and Anyone's Legend. EDG 8th in the power rankings. They win 2-0. Scout 10-3-16 in mid with 33% of the damage and like 985 damage per minute or something. Viper 17-5-16 with nearly 900 damage per minute. ZDZ for Anyone's Legend went 8-10-3. I mean, he had the best scoreline, similar to the T1 situation, with 32% of Anyone's Legend's damage, as they just lose, because the end of the split had a very tough schedule, and I've been saying this since my Who's Going to Worlds video. I didn't think they were going to make it, and they're not looking like it. IG versus OMG. OMG move on to 8-8 to finish their split. IG falling to 4-11. Abel went 15-3-18 for OMG with 27% of damage. Cream and Mid went 17-6-23. On for IG, went 15-9-13. Game 1, he had a 12-kill Samira game. Team leading 31% of damage. Shanji was the star top laner for OMG. He played 2 Rumble games, as he tends to do, playing different champions. And then the rest of the squad were the EDG contingent with Junjia, Scout, Viper, and Mako. My predictions, I went 3-1. I had T1 beating Sandbox. That was wrong. And in my over-unders, I went 7-2, which is really freaking good. Really recovered after yesterday. I mean, very good day. So, sneak peek. There's lots to go over here. LCK, Kwangdong, and Damwon start us off. Damwon 12th in the power rankings, coming off of a 2-1 loss to Gen G. The Freaks coming off of a 2-0 loss to DRX. They last played Week 5, Day 2 of Summer. DRX winning 2-0. Duckdom going 11-0-4 in that one. Aiming versus Duckdom is what I want to watch. See if Aiming can recover from that. Oh, not Aiming, sorry. Aiming's later on. Teddy versus Duckdom. I want to see if Teddy can respond. Now that KDF splits over, we'll see what they have. See what the support has. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Moham and Hoyt get a look in these final couple series for these teams. For Kwangdong, given that they're trying to figure out probably who to go with in 2023, or neither. I mean, that's a possibility. DRX and KT 15th, both 9-7. This is a massive matchup. KDF lost to DRX 2-0 last time, like I said. So DRX are coming off a win, and KT coming off of a 2-1 loss to Sandbox. Same day, Week 5, Day 2, Aiming won 16-2-14 as part of a KT 2-1 win. Deft versus Aiming is what I want to watch. Deft has to step it up in a big way. Zico's been playing fabulous as well. That's what it's going to come down to. Are the carries going to be able to do it for DRX? Zika, I think, definitely has the edge over Vikla, but Aiming over Deft. Kingen and Rascal, I give the edge to Rascal. Pioshik and Cuz, I give it to Pioshik. So we'll see what happens here. LPL, Team Wii, and FPX. Team Wii 0-14. FPX fighting for the playoff lives at 6-9. Team Wii lost to BLG 2-1, and Weibo beat FPX 2-0. Week 8, Day 1, FPX beat Team Wii in spring. They had a different top laner at the time, but Clid went 8-3-18. We're going to watch View versus Clid, because if View plays, it'll be a different look than what Team Wii had the last time they were against FPX, and definitely a more interesting matchup. Also because I don't know if Demon or Bubu is going to play in top lane, so I can't say, oh, well, Summit's new, so let's see how Summit looks in this matchup. I mean, I don't know who's playing for Team Wii. Thunder Talk and Ultra Prime. Thunder Talk also fighting for the playoff lives as they try and get in the playoffs. Obviously, if you're fighting for your playoff life, you should be trying to get in the playoffs. But 6-8, they need this win. 13th in the power rankings. 14th, sorry. Ultra Prime 3-11. Thunder Talk lost to RNG 2-0 last time they were on the Rift. And Ultra Prime lost to Victory 5-2-1. So Ultra Prime actually played pretty competitive against a top 5 team. So we'll see if Ultra Prime can be competitive again. Week 8, Day 3, Ultra Prime won 2-1 against this team. Elk going 16-3-14. That was against Puff and Southwind. Kepler, I think, is a big upgrade over Puff so far. So we'll see how Elk versus Kepler goes. Elk is the only thing really going for Ultra Prime right now. Zoom has looked awful. And Cryan has really been lackluster as well.